Explain like I'm 5. How can a college athlete in the United States have 7 years in a collegiate sport? Watching LSU Florida State game and overheard one of the commentators say that one of the players had 7 years in college football? I don't know that much about college sports. But even if you take into account redshirting and the extra COVID time, 7 years doesn't seem like it should be possible. Everyone starts with 4 years of eligibility. Add 1 year for normal redshirt. Everyone who was in college in 2020 got 1 extra year of eligibility, so that's 2. Now we're at 6. A second redshirt year can be granted for medical reasons, but it has to be approved by the NCAA, I believe. So that's 7 years. It's definitely unusual but possible for some players. Some sports like wrestling also give you an Olympic year if you are training for and qualify for Team USA. Medical redshirts likely. If you get hurt and miss a full season or most of a season, the NCAA can grant you extra eligibility to make up for it. Normally you get 5 years to play 4 seasons. The NCAA decided to not count 2020 towards either. So you have 6 years to play 5 seasons. You can also be granted extra years if you suffer an injury early in the season. He's trying as hard as he can, okay? While not entirely the same. I had 5 years of NCAA eligibility without taking a redshirt year. I did take a 5th year and played a different sport. Lots of people go to college for 7 years. Yeah. They're called doctors. But seriously, I know nothing about collegiate eligibility for sports. In the United States you can go to university not to study any academic subjects, but because they have sports teams that make a lot of money. Because the universities don't have to pay sports players properly if they're amateurs on a college team, they have lots of incentive to keep them at university for far more than the usual 3 or 4 years it would take to do a degree. So they change the rules to facilitate this. Was it all at the same school? Possibly AD2 schools for 2 years? Different divisions have different rules. There are people going into their 5th year at my college to play baseball. I get that if you really like the sport you'd want to play it more. But I attend a school that doesn't give scholarships for sports. Their other scholarships also end after 4 years. These people are paying tens of thousands of dollars a semester just to play baseball. Get a job and go play on some community team. Bro. College tuitions are out of hand. Companies are slowly realizing that people who take the time to learn shit on their own will be more useful than some slacker with a degree. Company policies are starting to change. As the price of a degree goes up, the value of it is decreasing. Of course, things like sports, medical school, and advanced subjects are a completely different story. Still too expensive, though. I don't want a financially stressed out resident doctor who's making $50,000 a year trying to make $2,500 monthly student loan payments and survive. Trying to focus on my issues. Personally, I think college athletes should be college-aged like 18-23. But apparently if you wait until you are like 30-35 to go to college and never played pro before, you are technically eligible to play college sports at that age. I think the Washington QB is in his 6th playing year. How does that work? You think that's wild? High school athletes will be held back multiple times to be bigger and more experienced than the peers in their class group. Parents are delusional when it comes to sports and their kids, when they should be empathizing education. I knew of someone. He was a high school lacrosse coach who went back to grad school when he was 30. It was AD3 school. And I'm pretty sure he was technically eligible for 1 more year of lacrosse. I don't think he played though. Have you met a football player or tried to teach one? They're dumb as shit. And I super doubt it isn't very related to how much a barbaric meat grinder that sport is. There is a reason why grad students are often strongly encouraged to creatively round up the grades of athletes to get them through their lab credit.